whatever.
I'm on, finally. Yes, it's a miracle. It just happens. Thank you, Jill. Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Good. Okay, first of all, I'm humbled and I'm honored that the board of directors and the NAWA members have put their faith and trust in me. That means a lot. And as I transition into this role as president of NAWA, I look forward with excitement about carrying on the exceptional accomplishments that NAWA has had in the past. I must say that it's very, very reassuring to know that I'll be working with a truly dedicated, experienced, and creative group of women, some of which I know for quite a few years. So thank you for that. And now I want to take this moment to applaud those very same women who guided the NAWA organization over the past years. So a heartfelt thank you goes out to the NAWA president, Natalia. Thank you so much for everything you've done. To the vice president, Jill. Thank you. You are my buddy and friend and partner in crime, and I'm so appreciative of you. And then Diana, who I will look forward to getting to know, the executive director, and my most wonderful guardian angel, Susan Hammond, liaison chapter. I appreciate you in more than words can express. So thank you all. Wonderful people, not overlook the entire board of directors, which is a numerous amount of people, committee chairs, and all of the hardworking ladies who have successfully piloted us through this unique moment in history. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Next, I'm old, so a story about me or a biography would last forever. I'd have to write a book. So this is the short version. Next, I'd like to just tell you a little bit about myself. I was born in Brooklyn and I attended Pratt Institute, where I received a Bachelor of Industrial Design. Immediately after graduating, I joined the circus on tour for a year as a modern dancer. It was called the Electric Circus. For those of you who are too young to remember the 60s, the Electric Circus was a venue on St. Mark's Place in New York City where up-and-coming bands performed and young people went to dance. After a year on tour, I moved to Italy for 12 years and worked as a graphic designer and painted commissions. I returned to New York in the early 1980s and started teaching and painting. One day, I made friends with a NAWA artist. Her name was Rachel Mora. And she said, "Why don't you join NAWA?" And she encouraged me to do so. So in those days, you sent 10 slides and you sent them in by snail mail. And things have changed from a lot, from the 1991 time when I became a member. And now, like my dear friend Rachel Mora, every time I need a new artist and they're not part of NAWA, I said, you should join NAWA, because NAWA is a fantastic place to be. So I keep promoting NAWA in that way on my one little single movement, but many people doing something that's the same thing creates a big group of people promoting NAWA. So keep that in mind the next time you meet an artist. Finally, I want to share with you my goals for the next year. First, the thing that I'd like to do is we had a successful auction, if I'm not mistaken, and I would like to continue expanding in this area of fundraising. My second goal is to increase membership. And the third, which is near and dear to my heart, is to increase the number of volunteers who are a valued human resource for NAWA. And now in closing, I want you to think of NAWA as a sisterhood of women artists. When you volunteer, you have an opportunity not only to help, but you will make an important connection and lifelong bonds with artists. So God bless you all. And I'm excited about starting, and I have a wonderful group of people to work with, a great team. And that's about all I have to say. So I look forward to seeing you at many events. Thank you.
Thank you, Christy. Thank you so much. And welcome.
You're welcome.
Welcome.
You're welcome.
So this is the time for us to extend our sincere thanks to those who had been sustaining the sisterhood, and including Mark and Jeffrey, our board members who happen to be not women, but whose input is just as valuable as all other women members, because they care about NAWA. So we thank them all, and we would like to. I would not want to be redundant and tell you what we have accomplished, because you kind of know it is all apparent. My goal as a president was just to increase our Instagram followership. We went beyond that. So, and for the blessing and the curse of COVID did help to think more creatively and more forward thinking, so to speak, with that. And we, as you will know, we in a good place virtually, and now we just have to continue to extend our membership, increase our funding, to allow more in-person exhibitions and make amazing connections with museums, institutions, and galleries where now artists could be seen. So Christy and I would be working on this together, and with the board and directors. So that is the direction. So at this point, I would like to thank you all for being here. And it is a little bit uncustomarily, but if any one of you would like to have any questions, please put it in the chat. We will address them. We have a lot of members joined us, so I would not open mic for everyone. But if anyone wants to say something, please raise your hand and put your comment in the chat, and we will acknowledge your request or comment. This is the best way to handle it. So everyone is thanking Christy, congratulations. And so Barbara Bachner would like to speak, and I'm asking Emma to please unmute Barbara. She raised her hand.
She's unmuted.
I'm unmuted. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I have a question. I missed entirely, apparently, the transition from our former space to the National Arts Club. Have we given up? We have given up entirely the space that we had in the Garment District and moved to the National Arts Club, and exactly what it is that we have at the National Arts Club. I have no idea, and I don't know if the membership in general knows exactly what has transpired.
Well, that has been explained at large at the newsletter. I think in the winter issue, I talked about it, but I can repeat. We had moved NAWA headquarters from the Garment District to Gramercy Park National Arts Club, and we have now our office there.
I understand that, but we also abandoned an exhibition space. In the Garment District. So was this a financial decision?
Yes. Yes,
how
of
did
course.
How did it take place?
It was a financial decision, and we, being at National Arts Club, they also have exhibition spaces which we will be able to show our work in.
I'm familiar with the Arts Club. I've had work shown there. Will we be using their large exhibition space for our work at any time?
Yes, we will be. But as you will know, they have their own schedule, so it will not be every month. It will not be. We will not have luxury of having shows every month as we did at NAWA Gallery. But however, it is more prestigious space and it is more visited. and it will be less frequent, but I think the quality of the shows and the promotion would be in our favor.
That's wonderful. Thank you. You
Yes.
answered my questions.
You're welcome. And thank you, Barbara, for your, you're one of the donors. I'd like to thank you for your contributions to NAWA.
In honor of my mother, yes.
Thank you so much. We appreciate that.
I'm a member since I think the early 90s, so, and I was at one point on the board.
Wow. Thank you.
Anyway, it's a long commitment. Well, I assume that this is a very wise move that you have made. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So I see a lot of beautiful comments of thanks and that extends to the board and from the member of the board to what had been done last year. Like I said, it had to be done and it's done. We were looking forward to continue NAWA's mission and in less restricted times, and hopefully it will be a lot more exciting. Yes, and again, Christy, everybody welcome you, and I look forward to working with you together as a board member.
Thank you. And I thank you for all your comments. There's so many, I can't answer them all, but thank you. I really appreciate it. And I'm very excited to get started. So, and the National Arts Club is a great venue, if I may just say that. My mother was an artist, and I've attended many events there because she belonged to the Catherine Lorelei Wolfe organization. And it's a great venue. If we have our annual meeting there, I don't know if that's possible. It's a wonderful venue to be in. So I just wanted to add that.
Thank you, Christy. Susan, would you like to say something?
Yes, I would. First, I would like to say that we are on the calendar next May for the National Arts Club Luncheon. Our general meeting will be held there. We already paid for that, and we have a definite luncheon date, so I hope everybody signs up. We usually have a wonderful presenter also that does an hour talk on their artwork. We've had Faith Ringgold and high-profile artists do their presentation. But I also would like to thank Natalia and Jill and my favorite Mark and Penny and all the other board members. But basically, Jill and Natalia accomplished an unbelievable feat for moving NAWA and Biana and moving NAWA forward in 2020, keeping us afloat, keeping our members active with shows and exhibitions, online events, online interviews. It's mind-boggling. Plus the move to the National Arts Club, a historic building. We're a historic organization. I can't be prouder of the job that you both have done, all have done, and for a wonderful organization. So thank you.
Thank you, Susan. We're just trying to keep in your footsteps, carrying out the tradition. So thank you. So on this happy note, we may conclude our membership meeting because we try to keep it under an hour. We value your time, it's almost lunchtime. And we're looking forward to proceed because our history is so long. We just have to proceed with caution, with grace, with beautiful artwork, and with sisterhood and friendship and networking opportunities, and just support each other being who we are. That's pretty much it. So thank you again for attending. We hope to eat with you next year at the National Arts Club, and we hope to see your work at the annual, which would be in physical space this year. Please send in your work. You'll get the prospectus shortly. And hey, the pandemic is over, so we can actually get back to normal. So thanks again. So
So is that
Bravo.
meeting adjourned? Meeting is adjourned, right?
I could say, I
Bravo.
was trying to keep it soft